Hello everybody! I haven't been playing Minecraft in a while since I became a father and thus made no videos anymore on YouTube, but lately I have been watching Minecraft speedruns from time to time on Twitch. Since I have quite some experience with seeds in Minecraft due to my Seed Finder series for finding seeds for multiplayer servers, I was quite surprised that there's no mechanism for cheating using a midst in the official rules on speedrun.com. This video will hopefully make the moderators of speedrun.com aware of this issue, and we can together then as a community fix the rules. I make this video public because I also think that using a midst while speedrunning, at least for training, is a quite good improvement because you don't have to reset your seeds as often anymore and you can train the later parts much better. So I'll now create a new world and then we can take a look at what I did together. Since I'm not a speedrunner, I will be creating this world in creative mode, but I turn the cheats off, of course. In speedrunning, in this category at least, you generate a random world. That's what I did. And in this random world, you try to kill the Ender Dragon as fast as possible. Currently, the world record is 40 minutes and I think 20 seconds. And this is due to a quite perfect seed, but you find out quite late in the speedrun how good your seed actually is. So here I've got a normal world spawn, but at this point I already know that this seed is quite awesome, even though it was randomly generated. I didn't tamper with anything of Minecraft, I was just using the program amidst. So in the beginning you try to find iron so you can make a bucket, and with the bucket make a nether portal, and food. So I thought, hey, let me just go to the village. That would be something that I would have done if I was able to speedrun. And I just grab obsidian here and flint and steel to make my portal, but usually you would do it with a bucket and a lava pool. Then in the nether you have the biggest bottleneck because you need to find a bastion and a nether fortress, the bastion for ender pearls from bartering and a nether fortress for the blaze rods. And those spawn in quadrants like in a coordinate system, but I know already that in this direction I will find a bastion. Well, I could have just looked around, but I already knew it when I generated the world, and that's why I kept playing it. Here you can find the gold, and then with the gold barter for the ender pearls. You can barter for obsidian, which you will need to make a portal to get out of the nether, and fire resistance potions, so you can kill the blazes much easier. Once you're done with bartering, you will need to find a fortress. And I know that the fortress in my case is in negative Z direction. So if I just bring up F3 and look at the coordinate system in the middle, which way too few people actually do, I can see the blue axis, and the blue axis is the Z axis, so I can just go in this direction and voila, we see that there is our nether fortress. So not even that far from spawn, but yeah, we need to find the spawners, which are in the open part, and I was quite surprised to see a double spawner here, so getting blaze rods is even quicker on the seed. And yeah, now you would just kill those blazes, and with the blaze rods and ender pearls you have everything you need from the nether, so we can hop out of the nether. But the best position to get out of the nether is actually a nether portal that is already in the ring where the strongholds are spawning in the world. And I know where roughly my stronghold will be spawning. I need to bring down the X coordinates, so I'm going to go to this place here. I'm in a dead end, so I will build my portal just here. It will be fine, won't be too far. I think it's at least less than 500 blocks. I actually didn't check. And then hopping through the portal here, and now with the ender eyes you can triangulate where the stronghold actually is. Since I'm not a speedrunner, my triangulation is not really good, so if you want to see somebody do this way more professional, I highly recommend you check out some actual speedrunners on Twitch or YouTube like Benex, Nice Twice, Minecravenger, Technic, Curryway. Those are channels I watched in the past, and I'm a little bit struggling here to actually triangulate my portal, but I already passed it, so the eye is now going back, and I will need a few more eyes to actually locate it, which is quite slow and sloppy, but a speedrunner would do this in no time with how close the Nether portal was. And remember that everything you saw could have been just without knowing where everything is. I'm just saying up front that I cheated in this run. But if somebody would exploit this and use it without telling, they could have a real big advantage over other speedrunners. So I thought here that I found the chunk where I could dig down and find the starter staircase of the stronghold. I did not, but I still managed to get into the stronghold, which was quite lucky. And then you can already hear the silverfish. The portal is right here as well. So those are the three main factors in speedrunning that cost you time: finding the bastion, finding the fortress, and finding the stronghold. This is really random, apart from bartering. And now you would just kill the ender dragon using bats. It's a technique that speedrunners use. I've tried this myself and managed to do it with, I think, 6 or 7 bats. But 4 bats would be enough to kill the dragon when it's purging. Since I'm in creative, it won't be purging, but this is just for demonstration. So now let me bring up what I actually saw on my second monitor, so you can understand how I found all those structures and the seed. On the right side you can see amidst, and whenever I was generating a new word, I was then tabbing over to amidst, pressing Ctrl O, hitting in the new word name, and then tabbing back to Minecraft so the focus isn't lost. And like that, it is not detectable that I was actually switching out of the game unless I was seeing the taskbar. So here you can see that the seed that I spawned in is corresponding to the seed of amidst. And to make it a little bit more easy for me to see what structures there are in the seed, I just blurred out all the biomes, so I just saw the structures. Here we've got a stronghold and a bastion remnant, which is located in this overworld coordinates. And actually I don't think there is a nether fortress here. So let's just generate a new word and take a look at that. And like this, it is really easy to find a really good seed, I have to say, which makes this even worse, I think, because it's so easy to abuse. So again, the word is generating, and on my second monitor, or now on the same monitor, the map is also generating. And this time we can see that we've got a bastion remnant quite close to spawn, actually. It's not that far. And then there is a nether fortress and a stronghold close by. So that is a quite good route for this. So I want to embrace once again that I don't encourage anybody to cheat on the official leaderboards. If you're doing speedrunning and you want to make it a little bit easier for yourself, then you could use amidst. But I think it's a big problem if people are using amidst in official speedruns, because you can't tell from the game, from the save file, from the recording, that amidst had been running in the background. And this is a big issue, which I think the rules need to be adjusted. I want to ask you viewers, the community, for suggestions, because I really don't know what we could do to stop somebody from reading the files, the level.dat files in the background, because there is no cheats needed in Minecraft, no commands. And you can just read the file and find out the seed, find out where the structures are. In my opinion, the first step would be that the taskbar must be included in the recording, because then you could at least see if somebody taps out of the game, which should not be allowed in my opinion, because then it is much safer already. Still, if somebody really wants to cheat this way, there's no way stopping. In the end, amidst is just a program which reads the level.dat file, and with a little bit of effort you could write a program yourself that reads this file in the background. And there may or may not have been people that were actually tampering with the actual Minecraft code to change drop rates, which in my opinion is much harder to do than just bringing up amidst. And amidst really gives you a way higher advantage if you use it because you don't have to go through the 5 minutes of starting a world over and over again, because you just see if the world is good or not and if you should continue playing. That's why I think it's good for training, but bad for the leaderboard. And I can't imagine that nobody has been knowing about this until now. That's why I'm making this public, so we can do something about it. Now let me bring up the seed that I was actually playing in the beginning, so we can see the route that I took here. It's a little bit better than what we saw just a moment ago, because this fortress of course was open exposed. So from spawn I went to the bastion, then just in negative Z direction to the fortress, and then it was super close to the place where I placed my nether portal to get to the stronghold. So I hope with this we can make speedrunning much fairer, that we can change the routes. So something like using a mids in the background, reading the level.dat file isn't possible in the official leaderboard and doesn't spoil the fun for the people that are doing the speedruns. I want to thank those that entertained me in the last couple of weeks. On Twitch, was quite relaxing to see somebody play Minecraft like this, and I want to thank you for watching now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you watched to the end, I guess you kind of did. Leave your comment down below. I won't be posting any videos soon because I'm not doing YouTube anymore, but this was just something I wanted to bring out because I think that we can do better here. So until next time, have a great day.